Hi, I am Ajinkya. The next CISA question is on the screen for you. Now, if you look at this question is about AI. Now, AI is a buzz. Everyone is talking about AI, and so does the CISA exam. You will get questions in CISA exam which talk about AI, but you don't have to be a master in AI to answer these questions because AI is just an extension of what we are already studying. The controls and the risk arising from the AI are similar to what we study for the normal non-AI related concepts as well. So let's look at each of the options. And before looking at those, I want to talk about input processing and output controls. So you already know what input processing output controls are. Input is basically controls over what data the user is feeding or what data is being fed into the model, I can say. The processing controls are what happens when the data is under processing, and the output controls are what happens when the data is output from the model. Right, so these are input processing output controls. The same logic which applies for normal risk also applies to AI risk as well. So since the question talks about first step, we can easily say that processing and output controls can be eliminated from the question, from the options I mean to say. So the first option says about output controls, output filtering and sanitization of logs. So since it's related to output, we can eliminate this. Option number 3 talks about encryption standard for APIs. Now this talks about processing controls. This can also be eliminated because this is the second leg of the IPO framework. And third talks about, we don't have any input, we don't have any other controls here. So we are left with option A and option D. Now, option D talks about input of data from the user, and option A talks about the training data which is fed into the AI model. Now, remember this principle, which is garbage in, garbage out, which means that if you train the model with garbage input, then the output will also be garbage. It is called as garbage in, garbage out in AI terminology. So naturally, if you look at the first option, we have to say that the governance and integrity of the training data inputs is the right answer because this step is initiated when the data is fed into the model and it affects the overall AI system. I hope this was helpful. Thank you.